Let's start.
Okay.
Alec Benjamin is here with us. It is a pleasure to have you here. Hello, Alec.
Thank you for having me.
We are very happy to have you here because we know your music, and now we would like to get to know the human being behind that music.
Cool.
And I asked the internet before the interview something about you, and I'd like to read out what it said to me.
Okay,
if
what
it's
did it
okay
say?
for you.
Yeah.
So you are 25, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
You were born in Phoenix, Arizona.
True.
You are determined and you are brave because you managed to organize your own Europe tour and didn't lose heart, although people didn't ask for your music at first. And now you're here with a very successful album, a hit single, and 1.1 million followers on Instagram. Did I miss something?
I don't know if I'm brave, but I did do all those things.
I think you're brave.
That's nice of you to say.
Don't you think so?
I don't know. I know a lot of really brave people. I wouldn't say that I'm brave.
Maybe you're one of them.
I don't know about that.
All right.
Yeah.
Is there something what you would write on your Wikipedia entry where you think that is something that people should actually know about me?
Well, I tried to update my own Wikipedia page, but then it said I didn't have the proper citation, so it took my stuff down. So I don't know what I would say on Wikipedia. I haven't read my own Wikipedia article, so I don't know.
You didn't?
Mm-mm.
Are you Googling yourself sometimes?
Not really. Sometimes I look up my name on YouTube to see like if people have covered my song, but I don't really want to know what's happening on Google.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe that's good, actually.
Maybe.
Your music makes you travel the world, seeing
That's
a lot
true.
of people, meeting many people, many interesting people.
Right.
How do you cope with all these impressions? And do you feel that your life is richer now or just faster?
Well, I like being at home. I've learned a lot about myself through traveling, but kind of just go with the flow. Yeah, it's been harder than I thought. I think the hardest part is just like finding like a sleep schedule and like eating at normal time and exercising and stuff. I think that's been the most difficult part, but I definitely think that I've learned a lot. Well, I guess my life is richer for I get to see a bunch of places that I've never been, and that's really cool, and I get to meet a lot of people, but there's a lot of time spent like doing nothing, you know?
Yeah.
Sitting on a plane or in a car, you don't get to do much. So sometimes I feel like I wish I could fill that space with things that would be a little bit more stimulating, but it's okay.
Did it also make you feel or make you love your home more?
Yeah, I've always liked being home, so but I didn't know how much I liked being home. I guess. I don't know. I guess it did make me appreciate it more.
Okay. You've been given a raw talent. You can sing, you can write, you're honest, and you have very good and interesting thoughts, and altogether makes your music, which I got to know through your album Narrated for you.
Thanks.
How do you feel about that piece of art? Now it's almost a year ago.
I don't really think about it that much. I don't know. I don't love all the songs on it. I saved some of my favorite songs for the album that I'm working on now because I didn't want to put all of them out at once. But I don't know. When I listen, sometimes I really think it's cool, and then sometimes I listen back through it and I don't think it's very good. So I have like moments where I think that I have made good music and moments where I don't like any of the stuff that I made. So I try not to think about it that much, yeah.
But isn't that normal? Like,
I don't know.
Are there some specific songs
do
you don't like?
Do you ever have days where you're like, oh man, I hate everything, and some days you're like, okay.
Oh yes.
So maybe it is
very
normal.
Often.
Okay.
I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
I would love to tell you about the songs I really like.
Okay.
The first one is Steve.
Oh, Steve, let's go.
It's witty. Is that
yeah,
can
sure.
I say that?
You can say whatever you want.
Witty, hopeful, and uplifting.
Oh, thanks.
That's what I wrote down. And I wanted to know from you when your last situation was where you thought, or where you were unsure because you had to ask yourself, do I really want this, or do I just want it because I don't have it?
When was the last situation? I asked myself about that, about everything. Sometimes I feel like I do that about music and stuff. When was the last time I asked myself that question? Oh, that's a good question. Maybe like a couple days ago, just about like my career and stuff in general.
Okay.
Sometimes I wonder why I make music. Do I love making music, or do I just feel like, and I don't know. That's a hard question.
No, but it's cool that you're honest. So you have doubts, and I think everybody does.
Yeah, sometimes I forget. I can't tell. I don't know. I don't know why I make music. Some people are like, I feel like the people, I don't know.
So you don't feel the need to? You don't feel like you have to do
but I don't know
music?
if I do it because like I really love it. Like I do love it, but I also started making music because there was a girl that I liked, and I thought it'd be.
I've heard about that.
I thought she would like me if I started making music, but that's like why birds sing. You know, they like are doing that so they can like attract. Yeah, but I don't think I'm above biology, so I probably make music for a reason like that.
Yeah,
you know?
Maybe because you are talented, and maybe because you can sing, and maybe because that's your way.
Well, maybe that's my way to meet somebody somewhere someday.
Yeah.
Who knows? But so sometimes I'm like, man, I like making music, but I don't know exactly why I do it, but I just do.
But do you feel like that music is the only thing you have to do, or?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know what else I would do.
You don't know what else, but you don't have the wish to do something else.
Not really. These are very big questions. I'm not really sure.
Okay, maybe, but then it's good. Because
I don't really have anything else that I would want to do. I'm not really very good at anything else.
Okay, you've become someone. You are someone maybe other people look up to. Is that something?
Maybe I am. I don't know.
Is that a fact that honors you more or scares you a bit too?
I don't know. I don't really think about that. So I kind of just try to be myself. And if people like it, that's great. And if they admire me for something that I've done or whatever, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really think about it. It's too much pressure.
Don't think too much. Maybe it's good not to think too much.
Yeah.
Next song, Water Fountain.
Mm-hmm.
You sing You Were Too Young.
Oh, yeah.
Is there something you know now or you have learned now that you didn't know 5 years ago?
A lot of stuff.
For example?
Something that I learned that I know now. Man. That's such a good question. You're asking such good questions.
I'm happy to hear that.
But they're difficult. I've learned a lot of things, like just about like interacting with people, but none of them would be interesting enough for me to say right now. So I'm trying to think. I don't know.
It doesn't have to be interesting. It just can be honest.
Well, okay. That even something that I learned now. Oh, I don't know. I mean, this is like, I suppose it's obvious, but you know. The harder you work, you know, the better your odds are at being successful or having success. And like, yeah.
What means hard work exactly?
Well,
is it not to give up?
This is what I mean about like writing music, right? So like, for example, like when I wrote Let Me Down Slowly, I had written 3 songs in one day. Like that was the 3rd song that I wrote in one day, and I did it because I was like pushing myself to write, because I know that I needed to make the best music I could possibly make, so that I would have a song that people would want to listen to that would like propel me to success. So when people like, do you like making music? It's like, do I really like forcing myself to do stuff like that? Like not really, you know, like I don't get to make music on my own terms, because this is how I feed myself. You know what I mean? So it's like, if I had a choice of like, oh, I like writing songs, like I'd write a song, and it wouldn't matter to me if it was commercially viable or not. Mm-hmm. So I don't really love doing that. I love like making music when there's no pressure on it, and I don't have to worry about whether people are going to like it or not. But that part where I have to force myself to make music and then like look at it and be like, is this going to sell? That's more like a job to me. To be honest, you know.
But can you separate that?
Well, unfortunately, I can't, because if I want to do this for a living, then I have to make music that's going to sell.
That's true. But you do also have songs that come from your heart, right?
Yeah, they do.
And they don't sell?
Sometimes no, unfortunately.
No,
like one of my favorite songs on the record was Death of a Hero. Okay. And like my favorite artist is John Mayer, and he found the song and he loved it. But that song for me wasn't my biggest song. And like songs like Let Me Down Slowly, like I love it. I love that. I do like that song, and it's honest and it's about a real thing, but I was definitely going for something there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I was trying to make a song that would do that. And that's annoying you. It doesn't annoy me, but when people are like, do you love that? I'm like, not really. It's just hard. It's hard. Mm-hmm. It's hard. Mm-hmm. I do love it. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, you know, I'm
conflicted. I go back and forth.
I can imagine that. I'm always asking myself, when they tell you you want to be a singer, then you have to work hard for it, and you want to be a dancer, you have to work hard for it.
It's true.
It's true, but I'm asking myself if it has to be the only thing in my life. Like, I love it, but it doesn't. But I don't want it to be my whole life. I just want it to be a part of it, of life.
Right.
But everybody's telling you have to give up everything for that.
Well, I do.
You do?
I think in order to get to and if I really wanna go all the way, then I kind of do.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's not unfortunate. It's okay. I like it. I do like it, but I don't love every aspect of making music. And there's times where there's a lot of pressure. It's not just like how it was when I was in high school and it didn't matter what I made because I was happy with it. It didn't make a difference. I didn't have a record company or a publisher or a manager, people that were relying on me to make music that was going to sell. It's a whole other level of complexity that makes things more stressful.
It's not so easy anymore.
Not as it once was, no.
All right. Next song. If we have,
you caught me at a very, very honest time.
I like that.
Telling you the truth.
That.
Otherwise, I'd be
that's
like,
most interesting.
Otherwise, you'd be like, so do you love making music? I'd be like, I love all of it all the time, and I do.
I would never ask you if you love doing music because I think you do love.
I do, and I
music.
feel very fortunate that I get to do it, but I'm really stressed out,
I can imagine that.
I'm on like the precipice of like finishing an album and I'm about to put it out, and like I'm coming off of the back of a song that did pretty well, and now I'm really nervous that this next one, even though I'm proud of it, is not going to do as well.
Yes.
And it would be a bummer for me.
But don't you have people who tell you we're always there for you, and it's not like even the worst thing that might happen is not worse enough to feel bad about it.
I suppose that's true.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And you probably have these people who can...
My mom and my dad.
Yeah.
That's about it.
That's most important.
Yeah.
So, and that's about the next song, If We Have Each Other.
Yeah.
I don't even know which question I want to ask. I just wanted to tell you that I'm glad you wrote this song about love that is the most... how do you say, reliable, more reliable than anything else. And that's family love.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. One question, are you constantly in contact with your parents?
Yeah, I talk to them every day.
Today also?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. All right. We have to talk about Let Me Down Slowly.
Okay.
Because we play it, you know that?
Let's do it, I know.
And yeah, I'd like to ask you what you feel when you hear that song on the radio now.
I don't hear it on the radio that much because I live in California. The song didn't really get played on the radio in California, so it's amazing when I like am here and I get to hear a song that I wrote and that I sang get played on the radio. It's very exciting, and I love the song too. Like, it's just like if people ask me like what am I most proud of. I'm not like most proud of that song. I don't know. Maybe I am. I'm not sure.
Is there a song you are most proud of?
I was gonna say not really. I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, If We Have Each Other means a lot more to me as a song than like Let Me Down Slowly does. But that's okay.
Do you hear radio often, very often, or not so much?
I don't listen to that much music outside of like writing and stuff because I'm always listening to loud stuff. So I listen to a lot of talk radio actually. Mostly
that's good.
Yeah, mostly talk radio, but not a lot of music radio.
Is it podcasts?
Yeah, I listen to podcasts, but I also listen to like AM radio.
All right. Okay. Is there a person you show your new songs first to? Or who's the first
my mom.
person? Your mom?
Mm-hmm.
And she's brutally honest?
Yeah.
Always?
Mm-hmm.
And when she says it's not good, then
she's not good at lying to me. So she'll tell me like it's good. But if she says it's good, I know it's not good. If she says it's great, then I know it's good.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's easy to tell when she's not telling the truth.
Okay, so good is the word, and then
good is the word. I know that it's not good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Let's talk about your current single. It's called Jesus in LA.
Yeah.
What's the song about in your words?
It's just about moving to California and sort of not finding what I was looking for. Yeah. That's what it's about.
When did you write that?
I wrote it like 3 years ago. And then I just had the song like laying around for a while, and I thought it would be interesting to put it out. Yeah.
All right. Last question about your tour in November. I think next week it starts.
Yeah.
It's completely sold out. Why do you think it's going to be a great tour? Why is it going to be great?
Because I think that for the first time, I feel like really prepared to play the shows. I am getting comfortable on stage and like sort of finding the right arrangements for my songs. It took some time, and I think it was cool because like we were playing in really small clubs, and it didn't matter if we messed some stuff up because everyone who was there was like a hardcore fan from the start, and so like it was really fun. But I finally feel like really prepared, and so for that reason I'm excited. And I also have new songs that I can play too, then I can test them out and see how they do.
Do you remember the best feedback someone gave you on your music? Something that really touched you? Maybe on Instagram or whatever?
Not really. I mean, yeah. I mean, mostly it's just like, feedback on like a song, like how to make it better, or how.
No. Just like something. Alec, this song touched me because I can share personal stories with it. Something like that.
Yeah. People will say that they feel the same way about the If We Have Each Other song. Like, I called my sister because we've been fighting, and that song reminded me that it's not important to fight over things. That's cool.
Do you read a lot of messages on Instagram, or?
I do.
You do?
I always do. I mean, I try to. Yeah, but I've recently been trying to limit my time on social media because it's just like, if it's not, it can be really addicting, and it can also like, it's just like, I'm too sensitive. So when if I see someone say something bad, or if I post a picture and it's just like, I'm like, I thought more people were gonna think that was funny, and then it's like ruins my day. But I understand that I have to like be posting and stuff, but I don't love being on social media.
I kind of feel like it's over, not over yet, but it's gonna be over soon. Like Instagram, like the hype is gone.
Unfortunately, I think that you're wrong.
I mean,
maybe just about Instagram, but like if it's not Instagram, it'll be something else.
It will, of course, it will be something else. But I think Instagram is soon to be dead.
I don't know. Maybe.
I think so because we have seen everything. I have seen the most beautiful people, the most beautiful places. Yeah. And the people are like not hungry anymore. You know what I mean?
That's what I think. I'm not good at predicting future trends on social media, so if you could be right. But I do think that regardless of if it's Instagram or if it's something else, there's going to be some form of social media that plays a role in what I do. And I don't hate social media because it gave me like a second chance, especially after I got dropped from my first record company. So I love it, but there's a lot of things about it that are not natural. Like it also like messes with my brain, makes it hard for me to sleep. Like when I look at a screen all the time.
Screen is bad.
Well, I suppose so.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
Thank you, Alec. That's
Thanks.
it. We wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Cool.